So, today I'm going to be doing a how to play video, this time on Maypul. I think there's a lot of really good reasons to do Maypul for one of the first characters in this series. A lot of players want to play fast, combo-centric, freestyle characters, and Maypul can provide that, but not all of it is intuitive, and if you don't know how all of her moves mesh well together, like her whole kit, how it flows, then you can, feel pretty discouraged about it. So Maypul's a great way to start. I'm going to be organizing it the same way I did the last video. So first I'll be talking about her strengths and weaknesses. I'll talk about how to use all of her tools. I'll talk about how to play neutral, basic combos, recovery mix-ups, and then finally kill confirms. And I don't want this to be too extensive. This is geared towards low to mid-level players or anyone that's willing to pick her up for the first time at any level, really. And so with that said, let's go ahead and jump right into it. So her strengths and weaknesses, first off, her strengths. She has a really good ground and neutral. She has amazing grounded and aerial mobility. She has a lot of true combos and especially with her Lily, which we'll learn about later, a lot of her combos can lead to kill confirms pretty easily. So she doesn't really struggle killing. She's good at tech chasing, and she just has a lot of movement tools as well, on top of being fast friction wise or mobility wise, the stats. So it goes beyond the stats as well. Her weaknesses are, I really only summarize them down to two main weaknesses. One is that while her recovery, she does have great mix-ups, you'll find yourself dying if you waste your resources, or you have to use your resources in order to get to the wall, in order to recover. And so it turns out that you usually only have one or two chances at recovering using your mix-ups. After that, you're probably dead, or in a really bad spot nonetheless, and you're going to take a ton of damage. And then her other weakness is that she has stubby attacks. Her limbs are stubby, as we'll see when we go over them in a second. She's fast to make up for it, but she doesn't have great disjoint most of the time. So that's her strengths and weaknesses. Now I'll talk about how to use all of her tools. And so we're going to go over moves, her most useful, or I guess we're just going to go over all of her moves. First, her normals. So her down tilt, just give you a sense how far it reaches. It's pretty good. This is one of her moves that has disjoint, as you see here, but it's pretty low to the ground, and I don't think it's as spammable as Orcane's, as we talked about last video. So but it hits at the same angle, so it has the same combos most of the time, except for her speed really helps to follow up on those. Down tilt's a great move overall. It's fast and great combo starter. Back air is a multi-hit, which can be really useful to, most of the time with multi-hits you can hit fault at some point before it ends, and usually get some cheeky combos. So it's a great combo starter in that sense, and it's great for a long-lasting hitbox in the air. It's one of her main aerials that you'll be using in neutral. Dash attack is good for tech chasing. It's a good burst option that can win you neutral as well, and it can be a combo extender when not many of her other moves would reach. Fair, it puts the opponent in a really bad spot if you send them off stage with it. But outside of that, it's mostly for the freestyleness on stage. If you see that you can combo into your Lily, then you might use Fair in that sense. But otherwise, it's just for getting kills off stage. Sometimes you can even get a double dip up here and get a kill that way as well. Up tilt, the other heavily disjointed move of hers, and it's a great anti-air, and it's spammable. Probably one of the best anti-airs in the game. And it provides combos as well. It can usually combo into itself, like this. You can combo into up air, and once you get started with up tilts and up airs, and you start adding tethering to the mix, it can provide really good combos and strings. Forward tilt is good because it reaches pretty far. And it's fast. How fast is it? Let's see. It's frame 5, which is, pretty fast forward tilt that reaches far. And so this is the move to go to. If you're comboing someone horizontally and nothing else will reach, it's likely that F tilt will reach. Down air, great for sniping below. If you don't know what it looks like, it'll reach the ground that is closest to Maypul, right under Maypul. So if you're on top of a platform, it'll hit the platform. Otherwise, it'll go all the way to the ground. And that means off stage, unless there's a crag pillar, it's not going to do anything at all. Great for like sniping from people below you. It's a good combo starter, and if you hit it close enough to the opponent, it'll always combo into down tilt or sometimes down strong. It depends on the percent, but you can often get true combos that are really reliable off of a down air that you hit really close to the ground, as opposed to hitting it way up here, like that. Nair is, like I said earlier, one of your go-to neutral tools if you're going for an aerial. It has low end lag, or landing lag, whichever it is. And although it doesn't have disjoint, and it takes a while for the second hitbox, the furthest reaching hitbox to come out, it's just that Maypul's speed makes the move what it is, plus the low end lag. So you'll often be able, and it has low knockback, so you'll often be able to get combos from it. You'll be able to chain them together. It's a lot of creativity that the move allows you to do, and sets up for tech chases as well. Strongs. Now her strongs, I should mention that if you have someone seated, her strongs will wrap the opponent, and so that allows for more like extended combos as well. Otherwise, you usually want to go for down strong for speed, up strong for like killing off the top, and forward strong just so like you can reach far safely to edgeguard usually. Or in neutral, if you're reading that someone's going to approach you, you can retreating forward strong, and that's also a really good tool. So if we look here, like it has all of her strongs, mainly her forward and up strong, have a ton of disjoint. Really useful, but even more useful whenever you have someone seated, so you can wrap them. And honestly, all of those normals are really useful and good for her kit. Probably Fair being the least useful out of all of them. But then jabs, it's important to note that her jabs there's no gentleman. You're not going to provide any knockback with jabs. It's just hit 1 and 2 back over and over again. So mainly useful for a safe attack that if it gets parried, you're not going to go into parry stun. And it'll lead into your tilts like every other character in the game. Well, most characters. Won't for like Shovel Knight or Eliana. And now her special, Neutral B, is usually what you're going to start out your match with. You want to get your opponent seated at all times, and Neutral Special is the most reliable way to go about it. And you can even do it at the end of combos. So if you don't, let's go ahead and kill off this Arcane. Let's start a combo up, mid%. Now if you see that the Arcane or your opponent is going to be sent too far away, you can also use Neutral B as like a combo ender to like seed someone while they're going too far away from you. Down B is on the ground or like a platform, is how you create Lily, which is I guess basically a projectile. I don't know what to consider Lily. It's just an object on the field, creates stage control. If the opponent is seated and you hit them into Lily while if they're in hit stun and seated, if they're in hit stun and seated, they're gonna get wrapped, just as if you hit them with a strong attack while seated. If they're not, it's gonna do a normal knockback, or a normal attack. Nothing special with seating or with wrapping. You can combo into it as if like, ping pong combos or whatever, but it provides a lot of stage control. Lily is providing a lot of stage control, very useful in neutral, and we'll talk about more how to use her in neutral later. In the air, your down B is a dash downwards that, if it hits your opponent, will seed them and provides knockback, so you can usually combo off of it, like that or something. So it's a great way to seed your opponent. If you're recovering and you're hit high in the air, say you're way over here, you can use it as a recovery tool that mixes up timings. Because you can cancel it. You can cancel it very early on, like this, or even into your side B. You'll usually see and find a lot of use in down B to side B with Maypul. Let's see, up B. If now another part of the seeding mechanic is if they're seeded, and you hold up B, you hold the B button after pressing it, or whatever your special button is. You'll tether to them, and you can control which side you tether to them by using your left stick, your control stick after the input. So if I was to hold up B and then press left right after, like I circle over to the left side, I'll go to the left side of my opponent. Otherwise, I'll go to the top of them if I hold up, and I'll go to the right of them if I hold right. You cannot go to the bottom of your opponent. You'll just go straight up. You'll just go to the top of them. If you tap up B, or if they're not seated, you're going to do an uppercut, which is a great combo finisher, and it can be a kill confirm a lot of the time as well. Tethering is going to be a key component of comboing with Maypul. We'll get over that in a little bit though. So that's how you use all of her moves, like what they are. Next, let's talk about how to play neutral. Usually, you'll want to keep your opponent seated. Like step one is either seed your opponent, like try to seed them in a safe way, usually with neutral B, or place Lily. Something important to know about Lily is that the opponent can run up to her and parry like this. And in that case, Lily's normal attack will try to go off the bite, and they'll parry it and get invincibility, and your Lily will be on cooldown. For that reason, you don't want to place Lily in an easy to access place, and especially unsupervised, basically. Most of the time you'll want to place Lily on a platform, because Maypul can easily combo people into a platform, have them get wrapped if they're seated, which they always should be, and then if it's in this case, get an up strong out of it, a little more percent, and that would have killed Arcane. If you are going to place Lily on the ground, kind of hover over Lily. Don't give them a free opportunity to get the parry that they're looking for. You can throw out some hitboxes. You can dash attack if they try and get near. You need to take full control of the stage if you place Lily on the ground. Otherwise, placing her on the platform is like the safer and the safer, more traditional route. So after you've placed Lily, after you've seeded them, you're gonna want to win neutral, usually with nairs, with raw back airs like this, with dash attacks, and side Bs. And the goal is just to deal as much damage as you can at low to mid percents. Once you get him at high percents and you were trying to get a kill, you can hit him into Lily, and that'll be what you're going for. You're either going to be fishing for strong attacks that will convert into another strong attack, like this, that'll get a kill, or you're going to be going for Lily hits, or any kind of stray hit that'll send them off stage. Because as we'll get to in a second, once you send them off stage, you can tether to them. Oh, that was a bad example. Let's see, let's do up air. Or, no, let's nair. You can tether to them. Oh, there you go. And get a follow-up that way. So that's how you're going to play neutral with Maypul. Now, next is basic combos. And there's a lot, like I said, you can freestyle with Maypul in a very creative ways. And so, I can't teach you all the different instances to keep in mind, but the basics are at mid percent, and from charged strong attacks, use neutral B before performing the combo punish. So what I mean by this, let's say if they're at mid percent, they're seated, and I wrap them. I get them wrapped, either from a strong attack, like that, or because I push them into Lily. You want to reseed them before you start the combo, because then you can just tether to them again to continue the combo. So let's see, I'm going to start strong attack, reseed, down tilt, and then tether forward air. I did the tether forward air late, but it works all the same. So, an example real quick with Lily, you forward tilt into them, seed, down tilt, forward air. The Orcane, the CPU died in this case, but in a lot of cases they wouldn't die, and so you would be able to tether to them. You know, you quickly up B, hold it, choose the side that you want to go on, and then nair forward air again, and that's how you get, like, that's how you extend combos. Is by reseeding. And a lot of these other like chains, like if I want to do down tilt chains into forward tilt or something. So wait, let's get the Orcane back on the stage at low percent. Or mid percent, I mean. So if I do down tilt, forward tilt, you're always gonna want to tether to them whenever you can't reach them. It's your go-to. So if they're not seeded though, then you will be able to do what I said earlier, which is neutral B them from afar. So if I nair, oh wait, let me get rid of this. Let's say I up tilt and they go too far away. I get a free seed because they're in hit stun that whole time. And then it sets you up to hit them off again and then get the kill next time. So what can you go for? You don't have seed, or you want to get to the point where you deal a lot of damage before the tether. You have down tilt chains. Oh, let's get them on. Let's get them on low percent. You have down tilt chains into forward tilt, or maybe it's down tilt chains into dash attack. You have down tilt chains into side Bs. You have a lot of down tilt. Those are your main ones. You have some stuff out of back air, like I said. Instead of hitting both hits of back air like that, you can hit fall the first one, and then get a combo. So in this case, I just turned around down strong. You could hit an up strong. Oop, that was back. That was an up air. You can get an up strong. You can get an up B. Oh, I had to react to which way the Orcane was going. Sometimes if you're really cheeky or your opponent's not ready for it, you can chain back airs together. Like that, and eventually carry them upwards and get an up B kill. Nair, the other neutral tool that we were talking about earlier, it'll mostly set up for tech chasing. And since Maypul's fast, you can usually get another dash, or you can lead into a dash attack or a side B to follow up off of Nair. But not everyone's gonna tech. Not everyone's gonna DI down in tech. So let's say they DI in. On DI in, you get a lot of stuff. You can get up tilt. You can get probably an up air, like that. Just keep in mind the situation that your opponent is in. React to DI as best as you can. You have the speed to back it up, and that's how you're going to follow up on these combos. You can kind of be, you know, not a true combo, but you can hit fall up air one a lot, like I was doing there, to get combos. And if they fall for it or don't do anything about it the first two times, oh man, Orcane's really short. You can get to an up air or down air or anything. In that situation, you can kind of do whatever, anything that's really quick. And then lastly, like I mentioned with down air, you can combo down air at short range into anything you want. And so if you win with down air, if you win in neutral with down air, that's also a go-to combo starter. Particularly, let me kill the Orcane real quick. Particularly down air down tilt. Or down air up tilt. Both of those lead to great stuff. And then off of up tilt, lastly, try and up air as much as you can. And it'll set you up for kills later. Let's go over recovery mix-ups now. So as with all rivals, the main goal is to get to the wall, if not the stage. If you can't get to the stage, get to the wall with all of your resources. Maypul can do that really easily. If Maypul is far off stage, let's say I get hit over here. I can down special, and my side special takes me very, very close to the wall most of the time. If it doesn't, you can even up special and then drift. Like, oh, that was a side special. like that. Or, you know, of course you can just up special right away. You just have to be mindful that you're vulnerable that entire time. So the fastest way to get to the wall is usually down special, side special. I mean, just to reiterate, like, down special doesn't put you in any pratfall or much lag at all. So I could even down special twice and then side special to the wall. Her built-in recovery mix-up is that she has a wall cling, unlike most rivals that just have a wall jump. In order to wall cling, just hold the jump button. Where normally you would wall jump by pressing the jump button, instead just hold it, and you'll be able to cling to the wall. Like that. Which you can cling onto it for about a second. It'll give you, like, if your opponent's charging a strong attack, you'll just wait that out, and then let's say in our case we're gonna wait it out and then back air and hit them as a punish. So you have your down B as a mix-up. Something to keep in mind is if they are not seeded, your tethering to them is also a recovery tool, right? Always throw a seed if you're able to. If your hit stun off stage allows, turn around. Even like, yeah, you can turn around your neutral special, which is the beauty of it. You can aim it anyway easily. I did not do it there. Like that. And now they have to respect your tethering to them option as well, as opposed to just trying to be on the ledge, throwing out disjointed attacks to stop you. So throw your neutral special out. Use down B. Like, you could do this. Let's say you get to the wall and you haven't seeded them, or like maybe you tried to throw the seed or you just couldn't. Whatever this case, you could still have another chance to do it. Off of Maypul's wall jump and single jump or double jump, all of her jumps, she can up air immediately, and this will give her added height. So I'll show you real quick. Full jump, a full hop right here under this platform. I don't get anywhere close to it. Or, well, okay, I get this high up. Let's go ahead and take the hitboxes off now. I get this high. If I up air right after my double jump, I make it to the platform. Every time. It's that simple. I just slide my finger from the jump button to the A button. That's all I do. And so that applies to all of the jumps, which means if this is how high I normally go from both of my jumps, then with up air, I can almost make it off the screen with my jumps alone. That's not even including the up special at the end. So put that in your muscle memory. This is key to recovering with Maypul, is always, always, always up airing or back airing. Yeah, I think up air and back air are the go-tos for floating in the air, for flying upwards, where in a lot of cases you wouldn't think you'd be able to make it back. So let's see, I'm gonna go as far bottom right. What's the best way to do this? Yeah, I'm gonna use my single jump, so I'm only gonna have a double jump and then an air dodge, but I'm sure I'll be able to make it back. Because off of a wall jump, you can utilize up air and go high up. So if they're not seated and you want to get them seated, up air, turn around, neutral special. Let's see, let's try it again. Up air, turn around, neutral special, and usually you can get them seated if you time it right. And you still don't need a tether to get back on. In that case, I was able to see the arcane and make it on without using it. So yeah, up air after, very key to getting height with Maypul. And after that, it's the basic mix-ups. You can double jump aerial back on. Oops. You can ledge dash on, you know, in a way like that. I guess there's one other thing you can do. You'll often want to side B on, right? Because it provides a hitbox. Side B has a hitbox on it and it's fast, so you can slip on like that. If they're covering this area from where I'm standing, they expect you to side B all the way here. You can shorten your side B by doing a B reverse, like that. So that's just me inputting side B to the right at first, and then immediately pressing left. So that shorten can also be a mix-up. Lastly, kill confirms with Maypul. The biggest one to know is the 50-50 you set your opponent up with off the top whenever they're tethered. So what do I mean by that? First I'll show you, and then I'll do it. So I'm going to tether to them Nair. Let's say I tether to them up air. Oh wait, whoops. My bad. No, I just want to up air him. There we go. Okay. I should probably set them at a percent that I'm wanting to do that on already. Let's try that again. So I'm going to down tilt, up air, and then I'm going to up air again. That looks like a broken combo, but the fact is, if your opponent DIs up, they will get out of your up air, and you won't ever get the kill. They like hit it's kind of like, it's not SDI. It used to be SDI or ASDI, but now it's DIing. So if they hold up on the control stick, they'll get out of up air every time. And so the mix-up, as if you're Maypul, if you know that your opponent is going to be doing that, you want a Nair instead. I would have to, let me set him up. Let me set Arcane up to DI up. So I'm going to give him like this much percent, DI up. If they DI up on your Nair, it sends them straight up. Or not straight up, but it sends them higher than all of your other moves would. But if they, so they have to consider that you're gonna Nair, in which case the correct DI is like out or down. But only DI up gets you out of up air. And so this 50-50 is like the core of Maypul's kills, because you can't react to it. If you start DIing up after you see the up air, it's going to be too late. So always convert into a tether off of an up air at high percents. In most cases, you'll be able to get a kill. In a lot of the cases, they're dead no matter what DI they do. In this exact case, I don't think they die from. Let's see if we put perfect DI. Oh, they're gonna DI away. In that case, they didn't die. Wasn't as high up as before. That one was. They still barely died. But you get the idea. Keep that 50-50 in mind. Set that up as much as you can. It'll lead to a lot of kills. If you want to be safe, go for Nair. You don't have to go for the up air. What are the other kills confirms? Down till, oh, let's go back to DI in. If you're playing neutral and like you catch them approaching you, down till up strong works, down till up B works. Sometimes you can just get down till up air, up double up air. I mean, that's really hard DI in, so that's not always gonna work, but down tilt will also convert if they're tethered. So let's put them on perfect DI. We're gonna follow them. Oh goodness, I tethered all the way back on. I think I died on the left side or something. But anyway, down tilt sets up for tethered chains as well. What else is there? We have basically anything that hits off horizontally into a tether nair or tether fair. Like honestly, you can just be on the ledge. Oh, I went the wrong way that time. You can be near the ledge on the corner, hit them with a forward tilt, tether to them, forward air, down tilt, maybe. Oh well, no, that's gonna just kill them off, right? Probably. Oh, I have a good example. If I have them seated, down strong, tethered. I guess that doesn't send them away like it used to. Never mind. You used to be able to send them off with a down strong and then tether to them. But basically anything that sends horizontally from Maypul, if you have them tethered, it's a free kill confirm. And there's not anything that the opponent can do about it. So keep those options in mind. That's why it's so important to have your opponent seated at all times, because wrapping them and tethering them is a huge deal. And speaking of wrapping them, that will always convert into a kill as well, because it gives you plenty of time to charge any of your strong attacks. Even just catching them with a strong attack in neutral, seated, is a kill confirm. And these are really disjointed attacks. And so those are all your main kill confirms. The reason why they're so reliable is because of tether though. Just practice that motion of tethering to them and being on the correct side of them that you want to be on. They're on the near the right side of the blast zone, then tethered to the left side of them so you can hit them off. It's all about continuing your combos and finishing them off because of tether's like great utility. And even if you go as far off stage as possible, you can always make it back on if you utilize your double jump up air like height advantage that you get, height gain that you get. And so I think that about sums it up for Maypul. This character is really, really good. If you like playing her but you don't feel like you're picking her up as fast as you want to at first, don't let that discourage you. She's not very intuitive, or like she's intuitive once you get the hang of her, but she's hard to pick up. Hard for a lot of people to pick up at first, so don't get discouraged. She's worth it. She's really fun. Definitely one of the most fun characters in the game, just because of how freestyle and combo centric you can be. And it's just about overcoming the hurdles of like all your recovery mix-ups that you have at your disposal that you have to really master to get back on stage, and then overcoming her stubby limbs and like attacks. So that'll be it. If you're here watching on the stream and you don't know, I have a YouTube channel, FullStream, that I'm now over 1,000 subs, so thanks for that. You can go drop me a sub there. I'll be uploading this video soon, as well as other content. And then if you're watching on YouTube and you don't know about my stream, well, it's in the description. You can come down, see what I'm doing here live, and also catch all the videos before I upload them as well. So that'll be it for this one. Thanks.